Hey everybody, it's Jess here with Jess. Thank you so much for watching today for another Weight is Enough Wednesday, another weigh-in. This is, I believe, week 24 weigh-in. I'm going to be joining you with a cup of coffee. So, you guys, it's early. It's not actually early. It's like before 9. But I'm tired, so I'm going to be joining you with a cup of coffee. So please, grab a cup of coffee, grab a drink, and let's get started with this weigh-in. Weight is Enough Wednesday is a collab that was started by Transforming Melody and Spanky Cola. Them, as well as everyone else, will be linked down below, everyone else that's joined. It's an awesome group of ladies, and we share our weight, our diet, how it's going with our weight loss, all of that. So, last week I told you I was up a little bit. Yeah, I was up like a pound. But we had been out for our anniversary, and we had, you know, been out of town, and all of that makes me gain weight always. So, I told you, honey coffee. So this week, let me tell you what I'm doing and how the week's been. So, I'm doing Weight Watchers. If you're new, I have 37 points a day. My goals are to get 37 points in a day. I also have 42 weeklies, and I like to use some. I've had questions if I use all of it. I try not to use all of it. I know last week I used all of it some. This week, I don't think I've used all of it. There was a couple of days that I dipped into it. I also try to get 10,000 steps. I have a Garmin Vivo Fit, and I try to get to 10,000 steps. It doesn't always happen, but I try. And then I also get 8 8-ounce glasses of water. Between 64 ounces and like 90 is like my cutoff, because I feel kind of sick if I drink too much. So that is my plan. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else. So this week went really good as far as my eating. I think there was 1 or 2 days where I went over, and there was 1 or 2 meals that I probably didn't track. I think I tracked every day, but there was a couple of days that I wasn't real sure about points of things, and we went out, and all of that's hard. But I did pretty good with my diet. I did not get my 10,000 steps every day, probably 4 out of the 7 days I did. And that's just called life. And also, we're potty training this week. My daughter, she's actually on the potty now, so if I have to stop and start, we sit on the potty all day long. But she's doing really good. So I've been busy with that. Nate has been in school, and it's just been crazy. We've been just trying to get a lot of stuff done at church. So the 10,000 steps happened most of the days, but probably not all of them. I wish I had I'm tracking this week, so next week I can tell you exactly every week, every day, if I met it or not. I think I hear Lucy, so I'm gonna have to go in a second. But the water happens every day. I'm getting really good at drinking my water. So the only other thing this week is I was on my period. I don't know, that's TMI, but we're all girls, right? I think only girls watch. So, you know, that makes it hard. It makes you feel kind of cruddy, and I usually gain weight. So I wasn't too excited to step on the scale, even though I've done really good this week. Last week, I'm going to go ahead and get into my results. Last week, I was 227.2. Every time I say these numbers, for some reason, I'm having to go in and edit it because I say 280 something. I don't know what's wrong with me. 227.2. I don't have to edit that, because every time I edit it, I'm like, what did I just say? Oh, that's not right. So 227.2. And today, I got on the scale, and I was 226.2. So I lost exactly 1 pound on my period. I mean, okay, I'll be right back. Okay, lots of one. I lost 1 pound. I lost 1 pound that time of the month, and I did really great. I know a pound isn't like earth-shattering or anything, but I'm happy with it. I'm proud of it, and you know, a pound or half a pound or whatever is a pound off your body, and so I'm going to celebrate that. Next week, I really want to be really strict on myself and track every single bite, to track, you know, all, like sometimes you know, I'll be making the kids something and I'll put a little bite in my mouth, and you do it like without even realizing it. It's just a habit, and then you know, those little bites add up. So I want to make sure I cut that out. I track every single bite. I keep drinking my water, and I get my steps as many times as I can. Usually I have to walk in place or whatever, but whatever I need to do to get this thing to say 10,000 by the nighttime is what I need to do. So I am tracking in my planner this week every single day. And so hopefully next week I can tell you, like, oh, I hit this goal 6 out of the 7 days or whatever. And it's a little more accurate than me going, well, I think I did. So, you know, Weight Watchers is going great. I really like it. I really like counting calories too, though. So if you don't want to spend the money on Weight Watchers, counting calories is a great option. But I really like counting points. I really like the fact that you can have fruits and vegetables. I really like the support and seeing everyone else who's on Weight Watchers and what they're doing and what's working for them. And I really feel like counting calories is great, but Weight Watchers, and why I like it right now, is it's steering me to the right kind of foods, as opposed to, okay, this is 200 calories, but not all 200 calories are equal. So 200 calories of this might be 10 points. 200 calories of this is 200 calories, you know. 200 calories of this might be 4 points, you know, or whatever. So it steers you to the types of foods that are healthier, that don't have a lot of processed stuff in it usually, and have more protein. So I'm really liking that. It's really guiding me, and the stuff I used to eat all the time, I'm like, oh, that's not worth the points. So I'm liking that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's working. I know, like, if you follow my journey, it's very slow. I think total I've lost, let's do the math here, 15 pounds almost. Yeah, 15 pounds. So 15 pounds in, like, let's see, 24 weeks is not great. It's not like a pound a week even, but it's 15 pounds that I've lost that aren't coming back on, that I'm going to keep off. So, and I just know that it's going to get lower and lower. So, you know, it might take you a little bit longer to lose it. I'm typically a slow loser, but I've stayed motivated doing it. I haven't quit, and that's the key. You have to be consistent. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Come on, I hit my 15 pounds. I started at 241, and now I'm down to 226, and I believe that is 15 pounds. So, yay. So thumbs up for that. Please subscribe if you're new. I have lots of fun videos coming up, and I hit 700 subscribers. I am so thankful to all of you that subscribe and support me. It means the world to me to be able to do this and have an outlet for myself, a little stay-at-home mama, have an outlet to come on here and share my thoughts and motivate you, and you motivate me. So if you like this video, thumbs up, comment below, and please subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody.